or happened in Libya when there were demonstration against Muammar Gaddafi. And by the way, Kenyans should be very, very observative. Now they should be watchful. Otherwise, Kenya. I'm getting a question here from MKU, and this guy is asking, being 1 year from the Gen Z a demonstration about the finance bill, what do you think is the progress of that protest until now? So that's a very, very good question. And by it has been a very, very disastrous. The Gen Zs have been having a very, very disastrous times, especially considering that the lives lost in a battle of for in a quest to fight for an issue that they knew less about, because before last year very few youths knew anything about finance bill, and by the after that riot a lot of people were made, a lot of properties zimekuwa destroyed, a lot of kumekuwa na a lot of casualties, some being protesters, some being police, others being businessmen. So imekuwa very, very disastrous. Imepatia our country a very, very great disaster ama a very, very great loss. Na ukiangalia mzuri na ucompare, you can realize ama we can relate whatever is happening in Kenya na whatever is happening or happened in Libya when there were demonstration against Muammar Gaddafi. And by the way, Kenyans should be very, very observative na they should be watchful. Otherwise Kenya inaweza end up pale Libya ilifika. And by the way, Libya sahi iko in a more disastrous state. People wenye wangeweza kujisustain sahi wako in streets. Ni very, very chaotic place from a state that walikuanga stable na walikuanga wanajisustain. So Kenyans should be very, very careful, especially being 1 year since that demonstration of youths wanting to invade parliament. So my urge is this: we as youths tunafaa to find a better way of revolting rather than the physical or the force revolution. We are in a modern time, and right now it's a game of brains, and we should be fighting in terms of psychological wars. We should be fighting in terms of ideological wars, and not just through chest and through force, because that has always proven that it doesn't end up well in a lot of countries. Example tumesema Libya, other countries ni like these Arab countries they know it best. And by the way, we should even ask our neighbors. Sudan has never been in peace. A lot of casualties may end up dead in terms of, or in the name of wanting to change a regime by force. So the best thing I would recommend to the youths that we should seek an ideological war rather than a physical and a forceful combat. Hiyo time ilipass ya ku force issues through chest. Right now it's all about the brains, and by the youth right now tuko learned, tuko well informed compared to the 1960s where people had to go to the forests. So let's be careful, because it is said if you live by the gun you'll die by the gun, or if you live by the sword you'll die by the sword. So if you want to take power through force, then be sure that power, another force will come and will want to take it from the one who took it by force. So that cycle will never come to an end. So my urge to the youth is that to take it slow, to find a peaceful means to achieve our objectives, or to come to solve the country's problems. But this way tunatumia for right now, as for now, it end up into more deaths, more disasters. Na a good example
The
ni
fight
mwambia ni
start
Libya,
between
Sudan,
two senior
kuje
army
kuwa na peace
officers.
until now,
A few
like
days
10
ago.
years or 15 years.
And now in
War,
few
war,
days
war, war,
about
war, war, war,
270
war,
people
war.
are killed.
Sahii
And
Sudanese
more than
wakaulizwa
2,600
ama
people are
the
injured in
Libyans
different
wakaulizwa, wanaweza sema
places.
it's better when Muammar Gaddafi was alive, because at that time, though we will claim he was a dictator, our kids at least they would find a safer place to live in. We ourselves would find a better place to lay our heads. But right now, Libya, it's ni disaster. Vitu mingi haziwork, ma businesses haziwezi work. So at least hii time you can do your thing, kuliko it turn up to be like these countries that ni rebels wana control the ghettos, ni rebels wana control the cities, guns na gunshots all over the cities. Ukikuwa murdered hakuna anyone ana account for. Sasa hapo hivyo ni deaths after deaths after deaths. In fact hapo ukisikia kuua mwenzako anakumada, mtu akisikia kukumada na kumada bila government kuingilia. So I think we are in a better state compared to where Libya is in right now. So you should find a ideological an ideological way of confronting the government of the people in power, and through the brains we can outdo those who think they can destroy the futures of the youths, or the futures of the future of the country. So let's outdo these people by thinking, or by our mental capacity, and not through force, because if it's through force, then they have a greater force, because they have the guns, they have the bombs, they have all the weapons. We youths have nothing. Kukua tu sincere, bare hands ziezi combat wase wenye wako na bombs and all those powerful weapons. So the best thing, let's engage in ideological warfare, or a warfare that it include thinking na ideologies. So until next time, peace out.